It's here for me mo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Enra say yebebo audio tremo. Nsemo na Sam George Eka say the CDD4 now they've come out and they are in support of LGBT. Almost say omodie sebe yema trumu no enkoso ewo Ghana sebe. Na Sam George eba be expose omo Sam George etre say Professor Bakwa waka CDD4 ho say President Akufo Addo ena wo hye omochi say wo monfa asem na nya den enko Supreme Court. Na mebe boss a audio no tremo. Na Ghana fo aba be kire omo adwen e wo sansem ne so. Nti yembe ready comment free Melodies efficaciem no. Na yidi wi a mesanso wa wontie sa audio no ne analysis ayeye na mebe beto aso na we hu de eko. Alfido say Nana has always been using professors to teach us how intelligent he is. Typical examples are Prof Marty and Prof Adai. Okay, Reginald Nelson say Akufo Addo will pay dearly for lying and deceiving Ghanaians whom he begged to give him a chance to govern and is now playing tricks with their faith. Wow, this man is wicked. Millicent say Nanado will suffer before he dies for supporting this evil act. Hey, Charlie. Wasa say, why wouldn't Nana Shotingo, since he had packed the Supreme Court with his men stroke women who are there and throwing out unreasonable judgments in favor of this government? Buba say he is not patriotic, a traitor. Zuri Athia or say if he did, and considering Nanado as a human rights lawyer, he knows that this bill has a strong case of being overturned. TN say, I now understand why the gay activists in the UK was singing praises to Nanado in the past. I won't be surprised if has been gay before. I think most of the MPP's top hierarchy supports this evil act. That is why Nanado has the boldness to say he won't sign the bill. Go Data Prof say MPP is evil party. Pearson whispers or say, but this is not a shock. Akufo Addo is the demon of Ghana. Margaret Odo say God will continue disgracing Akufo Addo till he steps down. Yao Ghana 6142. Or say Akufo Addo, Asante Hene and MPP party are the biggest problem in Ghana now. Hey Charlie, they attempt to deal with their mistral. Power say so those professors don't have brains. Victoria say I am not surprised at all. Samuel Anta say we knew he would do that. Mike Lott say Ghanaians has a battle ahead of us to fight to win. Mamak say what they are not realizing is that the spirit of the land is against them. So anything they plan or discuss in secret is exposed by themselves in public. Adam Fuseni say I always say that no one should undermine these people's tactics. If you believe this Akufo Addo government, then it's your own soup. User say that's MPP for you. Azanko Adjoa Vicky say religious organizations care. They are all part of it and also practicing this trumu business. Yakubu Mohammed say opposition is a must to MPP. Jack Freebird say hey asemu. Rose Donfe say Akufo Addo anoma kokone wako etifia kohuni nsio na waba anafo aba bebisa aha nti no emsa eba mebuye no ena otremu. Daniel also say they should not worry because Mahama is coming. Kofi Papa say laughing out like I had a dream 4 years ago and told it to my wife about this Akufo Addo guy. He's evil. Atankuri Prince I say His Excellence President Trumu Nana Akufo Addo is a smart guy. James say vote MPP out, period. Bright say how can a bill that is not yet a law because the president hasn't yet signed it be appealed to the Supreme Court? Is that how Ghana's constitution works? Charles say Melodies, you see I'm not surprised at all what Judas can't do. Joseph say oh, are you shocked? Joseph Ibisam say my shocked dana. And Akobi say yes, oh boss. Teddy say the same he did to Charlotte Osei. User say the same Akufo Addo can say, no, I will not accept the bill because my time is up. What will we say? Daniel, say foolishness. Nana Diamond say this election, no more try me and see. Hey Ghana. Nelisco say Supreme Court is to interpret the laws, but the bill is not yet a law. So why should they take it to court? Charles Darkon, as a Melodies, what are you talking about? So-called Peace Council is already running away from their responsibility from the bill. User say Sam Wobwa into user addresses Sam George Ebwa. Gaston say Akufo Addo and Bawumia are practicing gayism at Julobi House. George say, who are those diplomatic what? Are we culturalists now to dance to the tune of a cultural overtures? It is a shame that we are caught ASOS syndrome. Abdul say MPP and Obabesreye. And Kobi also say MPP, Nonsense People's Party. Daniel also say, this is why his God did not allow him to build a cathedral for him. He is more than the devil himself. He can never stay in Ghana when his time is over. If he does, he will be sorry. Into no comments no. Yenko tie reportage a yede ba ya e de sansem we nyina no. Eba no. Etiefo, there is a plot twist. Na the plot twist na eba no ene se omo de asem no akwako piem e wo Supreme Court no. Allegedly, President Akufo Addo etechiri. Now this is coming from Sam George. Sam George etrimwa. One of the professors ana omoka setia Sam George ne anti-LGBTQ bill no. Omoko TV so ne nyama eko kasetia no. O say one of the professors ekoye press conference. Na press conference ni mu no. One journalist e kasa no. Onwa ne numutu e kan say President Akufo Addo aka tromo se wo monfa asem no enko Supreme Court. Inti ama se President Akufo Addo wedi mirikaba Ghana fo enim na waba be ka tre Ghana fo se oh asem ne kro Supreme Court inti no se me pese me sign ne kra me into me sign ya na tre se president aye Ghana fo wagadre yaze efra se bi efra abo bi anoma kokone o se de oko ana wako hunu nsiu na oba ha na waba bebisa se hwan le kokoye we the president akwa she nkofu echi agadro mo se he anti LGBTQ bill no monfa nko Supreme Court Nkofu le de ko ya obrika o bill no come to me sign because nkofu bi dia ko Supreme Court it hey Charlie yentie Sam George na kan yentie Sam George nsenwa oka we ana yakasa.
Well, I haven't spoken to the speaker on this, so I can't speak for the speaker. But from where I see it, it's sad. People don't know that since last year, the speaker has been sued, and the speaker is bearing financial cost with his lawyers that are representing the speaker. He's been sued by Amanda Odo. Yes, for doing his job as speaker. There's an ongoing case that the speaker is having to pay lawyers personally to represent him.
He has been sued for doing his work.
For doing his work. Yes. On this bill. Yes. By a lady called Amanda Odo. Yet another puppet of the gay lobby.
Slow down.
No, she's a puppet of the gay lobby. She's been funded and used by the gay lobby to do what she's doing. Professor Techiwa Menu is on record to have told journalists on the 22nd of February this year that President Akufo Addo is the one who has asked them to go to court.
You say what? You say what?
Techiwa Menu is on record to have told journalists on the 22nd of February this year that President Akufo Addo is the one who has asked them to go to court.
You say what? You say what? Sam George, you say what?
She's doing. Professor Techiwa Menu is on record to have told journalists on the 22nd of February this year that President Akufo Addo is the one who has asked them to go to court.
Hey! 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 What's that? Hey, how's it going? Hey! President Dimrika, oh, me to me, Sani Adielo, because go for the assembly court. Say, President, no, I fetch you know, I go for the say, Mokra assembly, Moyana Mofanco. Hey, I have a report on the Supreme Court case and all that. I'll bring it to you later. Don't worry. But hey, yenti. I'll say then. I'm just saying.
Do what she's doing. Professor Techiwa Menu is on record to have told journalists on the 22nd of February this year that President Akufo Addo is the one who has asked them to go to court.
Hey, Charlie.
Professor Techiwa Menu said President Akufo Addo told them at CDD that he is against the bill and has advised them and urged them to go to court to challenge the bill. I'm not saying this. Techiwa Menu told journalists this at a press engagement at the CDD on the 22nd of February. So don't be surprised the things that are going on.
Ayo. I go back. Kensa moko nyaye. Ayo. Hey. President na feature. Akwa katre nkrofo ne say asem no kramo fan court. That the same president that be katre Ghana for say the asem na court intimi sign it. Hey. You go to your report no. The analysis I did on President Akufo Addo. Analysis am ye and in some more kind intrasie am de ba ne nyamania yenkotie no mra. Se Ghana for ye say aso ye den. Ye mu bi betena ha na ye analysis tremo ne ka asem tremo ya na ye mo se ye ntro na ye twa. And breaking news are eba however you want to take it. Upe o mpe o. Mama Mwati ase say President Akufo Addo sa anti LGBTQ bill no on signing in the ochina ka ho. Na breaking news are eba and say and America no however you want to interpret it. Ne tintini ni tieti mu ne say President Akufo Addo say one signing. Yenko kenkan enkrata no na metretre nsemu ene nsemi a mekan e platform yi so no matwe wanwe aba besi so. Now was a President Akufo Addo on anti-LGBTQ bill. Also, I am aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her. Hit her to enviable long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law. I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. Now, President Akufo Addo nsemo awokano the words I will use here very precise, and I want people to understand what is going on. President Akufo Addo is not concerned about Ghana for our moka say yempasi anti-LGBTQ limbrano. Dabiu. Let ya watroyi. Or say, who say and what is a parliament a pass anti-LGBTQ bill no. What is a imrofu bibuefu. Me the international reporter Bremo. BBC 4 report on the bae. International platform report on the bae. America 4 state secretary in Semo Moka. American embassy in Semo Moka. Inti Akufo Addo say, what is a imrofu de buefu? Say, as a Ghana, dear, ye pesi ye no. Ye pesi ye tina nkrofo fa ho die so, ye pesi ye tina se bitrumu fo no, omo fa ho die so. Akufo Addo say, opese o ahyo imrofofo ne say, sa ansem no munya eka, ono ne mreso na nya de abibi se, jawaju. One just ya mamenkin kan biom, o si tie. I am aware that last week's bipartisan passage by Parliament of the Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill on a private member's motion has raised considerable anxieties in certain quarters of the diplomatic community and among some friends of Ghana that she may be turning her back on her, hit her to enviable
long-standing record on human rights observance and attachment to the rule of law, I want to assure you that no such backsliding will be contemplated or occasioned. Akufo Addo is not even worried about the people who voted for him. He's worried about him, brofofo ne nsem wo moka. Wate se brofofo no e ade a wo muninji de Ghana fo eye eho. Brofofo ne nsem wo moka se nanka Ghana fo mo ye yen namfofo. Anka mo de nanka enim se mo nya ade be ye yen yase. Akufo Addo say omo nka mo akoma nto omo yem. Still aye yen omo namfofo. Bill ya ye ka no. Enya ade a ababeda ne mra bibisa enkoso. Yet also, I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of origin of this proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice is to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision of the court before any action is taken. Osimo Munsro no no kre Akufo Addo no wate say Ghana ni bi di asem na ko Supreme Court. Inti sisi ano omo mbrofofo na wo mo support trumu no obi amra na ye ni na ye nso ye nsa. Ni ye mbom pa ye ni hope say Supreme Court ebebo asem na egu. I mean, basically that's what Akufo Addo is saying. I think it will serve little purpose to go at this stage into the details of the origin of the proposed law, which is yet to reach my desk. But suffice it to say that I have learned that today a challenge has been mounted at the Supreme Court by a concerned citizen to the constitutionality of the proposed legislation. In the circumstances, it would be as well for all of us to hold our hands and await the decision. Baby Eduno obi de court. Tiye ni na Akufo Addo ne mrofofo ni na ni omo support sa ade we ni na enso omo nsem no omo ntwen Supreme Court decision na ode ba no. Of the court before any action is taken, the operation of institutions of the Ghanaian state will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country. Now, President Akufo Addo nsem wa working. Mama what ya say dey na President Akufo Addo release letter. There are subtle messages in the letter, and I'm going to tell you the subtle message a letter we more me Melodies amiti he. Subtle letter subtle message a letter we Melodies amiti he. Me ma pick it up. Now the subtle one I ma pick it up from President Akufo Addo's last statement. Utia. The operation of the institutions of Ghanaian states will determine the future trajectory of the rule of law and human rights compliance in our country. Till LGBTQ for no argument ne say eyo human rights. Akufo Addo nso nsem wo ka ne say asem na kwakopie mu wo court no ebetre the rule of law any human rights ewo Ghana. That's what President Akufo Addo is saying. Me the say either say Supreme Court ebebo sa asem wo egu. Tio me de no say anti-LGBTQ emre either say Supreme Court ebebo egu ana say ebeye kokwasa sa yebehwe ye di case no ya journey indefinitely and ya journey indefinitely and ya say because assembly ni akopie mu Supreme Court we hear the in parliament on to me pass it. Say the Supreme Court the ruling man no so we've adjourned the case indefinitely. Parliament on to me pass it. You bet to me adjourn indefinitely. President Akufo Addo and then the NPP and the beye omo politics. Amo make say so asem na akopie mu Supreme Court asem mu Supreme Court yen kan ho asem. Ghana for make say adena mo pass make say Supreme Court asem Supreme Court yen kan ho asem. Supreme Court so date ben on fa ma yentia Supreme Court say indefinite. Oba den. Si Akufo Addo bet na ho ye kwaka say adenti na won pass tumu o say me jim ready ade no Supreme Court. Den na mo pese me ye. Me tumi nya hwe mfa ho. Ye be hwa ne say na President Akufo Addo ne mra so na okọ. Nti obenya ni tiri aiden edidim. That is one of the possible outcomes I may personally know. President Akufo Addo on the last statement, no, minya efrim. But same America, no. President Akufo Addo is much more worried about the diplomatic community than Onoankasa Nkrofo eto abama no. And this letter was not a letter to address Ghanaians. It was a letter to address Mbrofofo no. Etro mo say, mamunsuro mamumbohu. Send ya mwatse no enye saneti. I am not on their side. This basically no, we read the letter where ya ubehu ni say Akufo Addo is solidarizing with Mbrofofo no mo support trumu no. Solidarity papa na Ghana for na sebe mpre asa yaso enti asem me mamoti ase say private member bills miensa nkwa na ababeto President Akufo Addo enimu mimi na no person be signing, and I strongly believe say the India no person be signing because of that LGBTQ adi. Go back to when the Vice President of America came to Ghana. Go back. When the Vice President of America came to Ghana, a journalist nam ebisa and say LGBT yate say Ghana Parliament yembra afa LGBT ho. Vice President then awoka. Vice President express worry. Go and listen to what President Akufo Addo said. Okache Vice President they say mamusro don't worry. Bill no omoya wa Parliament ni wia ebeba beto menim. At the end of the day, me Akufo Addo and me wo to me a mema bill na ba than the law. And ya dia me penema ba than the law. That is what he told the Vice President. I don't know why Ghanaians that time no omo taking it serious ah. It is there aba na action we ni yate say will be the Supreme Court. Na Akufo Addo so be gina so the actual Ghana for say. And now they try in fact any Ghana for mpo. The international community say mamunsuro na boni bi ensia. You people are worried. And they say ni nim say unim dien. Didn't we all know this was what was going to happen? Yenim. As usual, this is what obia MPP ni na behu. This is when I expect the religious organizations in this country to stand up and speak. Share mwa yekumache. Inyama bebre akoso Ghana ama mwa yekumache. But this action and this thing coming from Akufo Addo, this is when you people need to stand up and speak. This is when the religious organizations in this country need to hold press conference. Pentecost for press before Islam for need to hold press conference and tell them straight in their face say LGBT mbrei yampase no ansa na Akufo Addo every free so a yentoma MPP. Tell them in their faces. This is when you use your bargaining chip. Iti say oye sofo oye religious organizations say press before this ankrofo ya mo supporting na no. Afi ni ebehu ni say indeed mo be support ya na mo support. Afi ni ebehu. So this is when you need to act. Mo be act. Don't try your comment box nipo. Me da say.